Hey guys, in this final part of the Clement's house investigation, I bring in a spiritual advisor and medium, Ginger Burgess, who assists us with getting in contact with the entities and crossing them over. And so here is what went on.
Alright, here I come again. Hope you guys are ready. Yeah, so they started to move in here, and then they just left as fast as they could.
I'm being drawn to the front part. Where do they usually have the most activities? Is it usually towards the front here?
Yes.
Because it's like the closer I get to this part of the house, the worse it's getting.
This is one of the main rooms.
Yeah. It's heavy in this house right here. It's really heavy. Do they know any history of the house at all?
No. When they first moved in, this little area here had a 5-foot round pool of blood.
That's something. I was going to say someone's died here. I want to say an elderly man has died here. Probably, I feel like natural causes. But he doesn't want to give up his house. He's not happy we're here. Yeah, he's not happy at all. It feels like it's more in this part of the house than this area. Because this would be part of the original house, wouldn't it?
Yes. And that fireplace that we saw, it's covered up with that wall.
Oh, okay. I haven't done anything with it. I would imagine that if the bedrooms are all upstairs, is it okay to go upstairs?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like when I first came into here, it was getting really heavy. So it's really heavy here, though. So I'm trying to figure out why it's so heavy here if he died in this part. I'll go upstairs so I can fish him out. He's hiding. Do we know if they've remodeled it up here?
No history.
This is the original, or did? I kind of feel like this wall was an original. It's on the other side.
Bathroom.
Closet, oh, bathroom.
Did somebody say closet?
There's a hot water heater there. But
No, did you just say something?
yeah, I thought it was a closet.
No, I heard a man's voice.
Did you say something, Charlie?
I heard that clear. He said closet.
Well, you know, in the old days, I think they used to call the washrooms closets, didn't they?
I don't know.
I'm being drawn to this part of the house. I'm not sure. I'm thinking you have more than one in here. I'm picking up on something younger. Do you want to? Tell you to shield yourself before you came in. Do you have anything that measures heat?
I didn't bring my equipment, just the video and audio.
Somebody else walk over in this area and tell me if you don't get chilly over here.
As you're walking, you do.
Yeah.
So there's cooler air.
It's like I just stood there and I could feel like a coolness. I don't know if it's coming from the windows.
There's no draft from the windows.
No, it could come through. Just,
Well, I feel it when I'm at the window. I feel it like right in this area.
yeah, because it's not cold here, it's warm.
Yeah, it's like just in this area, it's got a cold point. So I was wondering what was above here. For some reason, there's a young man, I'm assuming, the attic space.
This fan turned on by itself, and that window was opened up on the first.
I feel like there's a young male kind of hiding, because a lot of times they know what I can do, so they'll hide from me. I feel like there's a young male diving up there. I think it's a young African American male. Who's been here a long time.
Could he have been a slave, maybe?
Probably. I feel like he's hiding from the other entity as well as us. You know, some white people, we can't be trusted, you know. His words, not mine. I really feel like the old gentleman died kind of where the bathroom was, somewhere in that area. I don't think that bathroom was built that way, at least when the house was original. And I think he died in that area. Do they have problems with lights flickering?
No. The power was shut off for a while.
Was it on when they were living here though?
I don't remember them telling me.
So I feel like he's one of these that would be messing with the lights if he, you know, if he had enough energy built up that he'd play with the lights. Possibly even make noise walking around so that they'd hear him. So he wants to scare people. He's okay with scaring people. He likes to scare people. I'm not picking up any others, which I was kind of surprised. I thought I might pick up more. Might go check the land before we leave. I'm drawn to that tree for a reason. If you'd like, I will try and cross them.
Do you see anything around or feel anything around the stairwell?
I think that's, you know, the main part of the house, I think, is his domain, the older gentleman's. And so I think he likes to make noise in this area to scare people.
There's been children's voices and kids' toys being played with.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if they're all hiding because of him. So what I have to do is try and cross him over. And as I'm crossing him over, I will see what else will come. Because I am being drawn to this part outside. which is a good possibility that there was children out there that they come in at times. But I kind of feel like if they didn't know this old man, they don't stick around very often. It's kind of like, oh, we're here. Oh, he's hiding. Okay, let's play. Oh, he's out. He's bad now. It's kind of like he has this temperament. Sometimes he's okay. Other times he's just a mean old grump. So I feel like he's hiding because we're just strangers. But I think he runs a lot of things off, both living and dead, when he's in a bad mood. But I keep being drawn to up here.
Watch out for the bees.
Oh, yeah, on me. But I keep being drawn out here, and it's like I can almost see children playing Ring Around the Rosie around that tree. So I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't more entities. But up here right now, the only two I'm picking up are these two. So I'm going to try and get these two to go. And sometimes we'll draw in others. Mm-hmm. And if I do, I'll let you know what I come up with. Is it alright to sit here?
Yeah.
It's just going to look weird. I'm just going to be sitting here kind of talking to him in my head. So.
No, that's where we did a lot of our investigating, is on that couch to talk to them.
I bet. It's probably going to put so much activity apart.
Now, as Ginger sat down to do her thing, the house came alive with excitement. And I don't mean the good kind of excitement. You could clearly hear things being shuffled around, things being moved. You could hear footsteps like, they were running away from her. But ultimately, this is what went down.
Charlie, do you mind getting out the doorway?
It's a noise. Wow, I heard that.
What'd you hear?
I'm not moving.
That was me.
Oh,
These boards are creaking and I'm not moving.
At that very moment, you can hear a man's voice come through and say, "That's my wife." I went ahead and enhanced the audio so you can hear what I just heard.
Did they ever see a female kind of dressed in a white gown?
They didn't say they've seen the female. They've heard the man and the children.
I'm gonna check, but I think I got him to cross. This one was very reluctant, but I think he finally did cross. And I did see a little boy and a girl. The little boy was dressed in some funky shorts. The girl was dressed in a dress all the way to the floor. And I think it was a teenage girl. I think she did a lot of the cooking or something back in the old days. Because she was wearing like a little hat. But she was like, "I'm the cook." She just kept saying, "I'm the cook." But I think she crossed.
We did see a medium-sized kid, probably about, I don't know, this tall.
Yeah, she wasn't very tall.
And then there was a younger one, and then there was a little one that liked to hang around the banister.
I saw that the boy was right about this tall, and the girl was like brother or sister possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other girl, she was about your height, maybe a little shorter, something like that. They all had the old long dresses to the floors, and those old hats, little caps that they used to wear.
Maybe like 40s, 30s.
Yeah, and it's funny because the boy was in shorts, and I was like, but it was like, you remember the Little House on the Prairie? The boy Albert, I think his name was. He had on a pair of shorts, and all of a sudden, that's what I saw in my vision was this little boy on Little House on the Prairie, and I was like, oh yeah, I've never seen something like that in that show. So I really think they're all from that time frame. How they knew him or why they're attached to the house, I'm not real sure. Because I don't think the children actually lived here. At least not at the same time, because they were not related. I kind of think maybe that the young African American may have known this gentleman though. So he may have been a slave to this gentleman. But I don't know where the young woman and the two children originally came from. They may have come here after he had passed or something. Because they definitely knew the house. But they loved to play outside. But I don't feel anything else up in this area. I did want to kind of do a check real quick just to make sure they're not sneaking around somehow. Do you feel energy?
Not right now, I don't.
But I mean, do you ever feel the heaviness?
Yeah, when I came in the front. Yeah.
Now you're going to probably have a little bit of residual energy just because he's been here so long. So I would say, after about a week or so, if you're still getting really heavy energy, that we may need to try it again. But you could try saging the house as well. This is what. I have a feeling somebody's been hung on that tree though. Yeah, it feels pretty good in here now. So. But you said you felt blood on the floor down there?
Yes, that's what the owners have said.
Did they call the police to have it checked or?
They don't know if someone may have either died or skinned a deer in there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was human. For some reason I want to say pig. But then again, it's like the musty and the heaviness, I think it's just from the house being closed up for so long. I'm really not picking up. I'm still being drawn to that tree. I'm gonna check out that tree before.
Got under the stairwell, anything?
Okay. Little couple. The kids used to play hide and go seek in here. A little boy liked to hide. That was one of his favorite places. So that's the occasional chill. How long did they buy the house?
A few years back.
So it's been a few years ago. And the house was abandoned before they bought it?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever was killed here was animal related. Why they bring it in the house to do it, I don't know. I feel like there was some home setters, some folks that just found an empty house and kind of started living here for a while. But whatever it was abandoned. Is this supposed to be a little girl's room?
They said it was a kid's room.
I bet she had a lot of nightmares, didn't she?
Probably.
Something out there. Yeah, I would definitely sage before they came back. Not so much to get rid of the spirits that are in the home, but just to kind of cleanse the negative energy that's been in this home for so long. That's a room. Do they have plumbing problems here? I don't know. They might want to check their plumbing. I want to check these pipes. I think everything else, at least in the house wise, I think it's going to be okay. I don't know if you ever use sage or not.
Yes.
I feel like we'll snoop sometimes when we come in people's houses, but I'm not really trying to be snoopy. A lot of times, portals are in your closets. Nice room. I think we checked everything, didn't we? supplies. No closets. I got a lot of closets in this house. Oh, it's part of that one.
Yeah, it's part of the washroom.
All right, well, do you want to go outside and take a look? Well, that's odd. Is there a cemetery close by?
Probably about a mile away from here.
By any chance in that direction?
Behind you.
Something's that way. I think there used to be somebody, at least one or two folks that have been hung from this tree. And I feel like their bodies have been buried somewhere in that direction.
There's a lot of property on here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go find it.
No, they owe 30 of
I feel
it.
like they were buried somewhere that way. I'm kind of thinking this used to be all field at one time. At least
Probably.
most of it. If you look at the trees, a lot of them are young growth. So at one time I feel like this used to be a big field and it was probably a plantation of some sort at one point in time. And somewhere along the line in that direction they had buried the slaves that didn't survive. And whoever was hung from this tree was buried out there too. So I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere out there isn't a grave site, maybe unmarked even. But they're not actually hanging around. So whatever, whoever they were, they died and they did cross over. But it's the tree that's still holding on to the memory. So when they get their sage, have them come out here and sage the tree. And what they could do to help the tree. I know it sounds weird, but come out and just give it some love. Just say, well, we really appreciate you. Anything that they feel comfortable saying. I mean, this tree is a very old tree. It's been here a very long time. So if they could just maybe help the tree to heal, that'll also help. Because what's happening, I think, is the tree's reliving those moments. And so it's pushing it in to the little girl who's probably still susceptible to that kind of knowledge. And so she's having possibly bad dreams and not doing well. So if we can heal the tree, we'll also take that away. One of the best things to do is let the kids come out here and play, put a swing set or something on it if you can. Just to give that life back to the tree.
Yeah.
As we conclude our investigation there at the old Clement's house, it has been determined that all the entities have officially been crossed over thanks to the help of Ginger the medium that came in to assist with this investigation. We have done a thorough sweep, the owner and I, to make sure that nothing has stuck around. We have gotten no audio, no video, nothing as of yet, just nothing but peace, which is great because now we can focus on bringing happiness back into that home for her. So I'm glad that I was able to be part of this investigation. I'm glad that I was allowed to come and investigate this home. So until next time, thanks to all those involved. Peace out.